Do you want to know the real reason that Vanity Fair eventually turned on Meghan Markle with that takedown article? One word. It's all about revenge. Hey up everyone, it's me, Stef, the Alternerd, your nerdy alternative, and welcome to the Dose of the Daily Nerd, where I break down the royal news and gossip of the day that's pretty much caught me eye. And oh my goodness, yeah, let's jump into this madness, shall we? Because do you want to know the real reason that Vanity Fair eventually turned on Meghan Markle with that takedown article? Like I said, it's all about one word: revenge. And this has been quite literally years in the making. Now, this is all my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever. Do your own research, come to your own conclusions. However, do you remember this little tidbit, right, from a few years ago now? So we all remember when Megxie was on the front cover of Vanity Fair back in around about 2016, when it was first uncovered that, yes, she was Prince Harry's girlfriend. Now, afterwards, it was reported that she raged at Vanity Fair's cover featuring her when she began dating Prince Harry, claiming that it was racist for them to say that she was wild about him because she linked it to a Judy Garland song, I'm Just Wild About Harry, using blackface dancers in 1939. A new book had claimed at the time. So Vanity Fair gave her, as far as I'm concerned, her first legitimate front cover and story and everything, right? Legitimised her further in terms of the public and the media and show business and all that lot, right? And what does she do to pay them back? She allegedly turns around and calls them racist. Oh my goodness. We've never seen her play that race card before, have we? Oh my goodness. I am so freaking shocked. Well, and if you can't tell, that was sarcasm. Well, it looks like Vanity Fair did not forget and have certainly not forgiven Megxie. Because this, to me, is the real reason why Vanity Fair have eventually turned on Meghan Markle with this takedown article. It was all about revenge. They had to get all their ducks in a row, get all these sources together, get it down ironclad, and then release it. In response, in retaliation to all those years ago, Megxie allegedly calling them racist. After that whole front page story, whatever you want to freaking call it, right? And this is the thing. It's not only just me that's thinking this, right? We also have Lady C, and she's communicating her thoughts on Twitter, saying the following. It is said that revenge is a dish best served cold. I'm told that Vanity Fair has patiently waited 7.5 years to stick it to Meghan Markle, who in 2017 accused them of racism in the form of their headline, Wild About Harry, allegedly. After they put her on their front page and gave her a degree of credibility and kudos, which she actually lacked and to which she was not entitled. And I agree with that. She's not entitled to the credibility and kudos that she's got right now. Even the modicum of credibility and kudos that she's got, she's not entitled to it. She's not earned it as far as I'm concerned. Now, Lady C says this helped her to make it up the aisle with Prince Harry, and since then, Vanity Fair has appeared to be one of the most faithful keepers of her flame. But apparently, all is not quite what it appears to have been. They've, i.e. Vanity Fair, never forgiven her or forgotten what she did. They were furious about it then, and they've remained furious about it since. While she and Harry have picked people like Dan Wooten and Piers Morgan off their perches, and tried to do so less successfully with you, Vanity Fair bided their time. I'm told they're jubilant at how they've plunged the knife in. Now, let's be real here, okay? Yes, Hazza and Megxie did target the likes of Dan Wooten and Piers Morgan, and as a result, they lost their roles, their jobs in mainstream media. However, you could argue that, do you know what? Actually, it turned out right for them in the end. really, in the grand scheme of things, because now they're not beholden to mainstream media. Now they're able to report on what they want to report on without being censored in any way, shape, or form. And when you look at their channels now, both Dan Wooten's and Piers Morgan's, I get the sense that they're actually happier, really, having their own kind of independent news outlet, which, again, then they're not beholden to anyone, and they can just speak their mind, report on what they want to report on, and jobs are good, and right? They have that freedom that they didn't have in mainstream media. So I think all really turned out well for Dan Wooten and Piers Morgan, which Hazza and Megxie probably wouldn't be happy about anyway, to be fair. Now, Lady C says, there's more to this aspect than I have space for here, but in the fullness of time, all will emerge. It also shows how inept an analyst of human nature Meghan is. She really seems to think she can use, misuse, exploit, and knock people down, stepping on them without fear of the consequences, as she stomps ever higher upwards on the back of their contributions to fulfill her ambitions for fame and fortune. Yeah, we all know, opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, she likes to climb that social ladder and will step on anyone, no matter who you are, in order to get higher. She's allegedly ruthless in doing that. All the while, though, she fails to understand that people have longer memories than she does, and they'll bide their time until they're presented with the perfect opportunity to exact justice and unmask the creature for the mutant that she is. And here it does seem that Vanity Fair has done exactly that. They've not forgotten all those years ago when Megxie allegedly turned around and accused them of being racist with that, quote, racist headline. Just ridiculous accusation, really, to be fair. Seems like Vanity Fair have not forgotten it, and they've bided their time. They did not forgive, and they definitely did not forget. And they bided their time for the perfect opportunity to really stick that knife into Megxie with that Vanity Fair expose. What an absolute masterclass. Absolute masterclass that is. And I have to echo Lady C's comments here. Congratulations, Vanity Fair. Yeah, congratulations, Vanity Fair. You have, on the face of it, engaged in a fair, balanced and comprehensive examination of the 5 years since Megxit. You've done what my American publishers insisted I do with the original 2020 version of my book, Meghan and Harry, The Real Story. Which, by the way, there is an updated version that Lady C released last year, so do get it, because the updated version has so much more in it. It's unreal. And so, yeah, those of us in the know have found some of your more positive comments about the couple and the state of their relationship, as well as their personal attributes, both funny and laughable. Nevertheless, including those comments does preserve you against accusations of bias, as you have paid the ingrate back for the unwarranted accusations she made against you in 2017. And this is the thing, right? A lot of people are turning around and saying, yeah, okay, Vanity Fair have done this expose, but what about all the freaking headlines and articles where they've lifted Megxie up and it's all been positive Megxie Sussex spin, right, that we've been able to see through, mind you. But what about all those times? Well, actually, this could have been, again, a masterclass, an absolute game of chess, where Vanity Fair can turn around and say, you can't accuse us of bias. You can't accuse us of anything like that. Because look at all these articles where we were actually pro-Megxie and pro-Sussex. Think about it. Think about it. Vanity Fair may have played an actual blinder in all of this. Thanks for the proof, and that patience is indeed a virtue. That revenge is a dish best served cold, and for providing us with the lesson that even standard bearers such as yourselves will abandon propaganda and exact revenge for the wrongs done to you, once the situation becomes apparent that there's no further financial advantage to be gained from continuing to purvey the fiction that black is white, pink is green, and that Meghan Markle is anything but the piece of work you've known she was for the last 7.5 years. You're about to discover that the truth does set you free. And where the truth is setting Vanity Fair free, for Megxie, oh my goodness, it's putting her further into a prison where society just don't want anything to do with her. They just don't. The majority of people, in my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, do not like Megxie. Look at the polls. She's one of the least favourite members of the royal family. The one that's more unpopular than her is Prince Andrew, and that's saying something, guys. People don't like you. People are not going to like what you're trying to sell them. So they're not going to buy into what you're trying to sell them in the first place. Megxie is an absolute disaster in of herself. And so, yeah, where the truth is setting Vanity Fair free, it is putting Megxie further into a corner that she just can't escape from. She's absolutely screwed. A lot of people would say, well, that's karma for you. I tend to agree. I would tend to agree. But yeah, revenge is a dish best served cold. And guys, this could be the real reason why Vanity Fair actually turned on Megxie with that takedown article. This has been revenge years in the making. It looks like they did not forget and they did not forgive Megxie allegedly calling them racist over that front cover article. With that being said, if you appreciated this video and you want more, and believe me, of course, there's going to be more, you do not want to miss my next video, then make sure you subscribe to join our alternate tribe, because I'll be honest with you, help us now get to 1 million so we can also get that go play button right there and hopefully cause a Meghan Markle meltdown on Instagram. Like, share, comment down below your opinion, conspiracy theories, whatever's. Also as well, if you've got some very strong opinions on what you think the real reason is as to why Vanity Fair turned on Megxie, and I bet you do, then make sure you send me a super thanks. It's just below this video right here. We can have a conversation about this because it does guarantee a response from me. And until the next time, you guys, laters.